I just want to make sure, because we're recording this a little ahead of time, and one of the things we don't do is we're not very topical on this podcast. But now I've got it in my head today because I don't think this is going to drop for a while. We really can't be topical.
Right.
No.
You know what I mean? So I don't want anyone saying, well, next week is that big national holiday, or hey, in 2 days.
But we do know when this is coming out.
I
so
know.
we can say things like 4th of July is just around the corner.
I know.
You still don't understand how
I still don't understand how this works. I'm suspicious of that. What if we say that and then for some reason this gets bumped, because some huge figure says I'll do the podcast, but it has to air on that day, and we go, we've already got this all set for someone else, and it has to move.
Well, what if they
and
move
then we're
4th
saying,
of July?
wow, 4th of July.
You never know
And
what
people look
Trump's
out the
gonna
window and
do.
it's snowing.
Yeah.
But it's still 4th of July, and they live in Antarctica.
Oh.
So you see the twist I put at the end?
What? Are you saying that we don't have big names right now, and if we have one, everyone gets
these
bumped?
are big names. I'm talking about the new Pope from Chicago.
He's not coming on this stupid podcast.
My cell phone, I'm just saying, what if my cell phone rings and I pick it up and I go, hey, Conan there? And I go, hello. And he goes, this is the new Pope. And I go, wow. Oh my God. It's incredible. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm thinking I used to be down in Chicago and on Diversey. I'd be driving down Diversey and I'd be like, I like White Sox. I'm not a Cubs guy. Anyhow, and I'd be getting my sausage, and I was thinking, I like this Conan podcast. I'll do it someday if I become Pope. Probably a 50-50 chance.
That's a good Chicago.
Yeah, and then he, and again, now we are getting topical, but if he wanted to do the podcast, that would bump anybody.
Yeah.
And also, I would want to ask him, did you use some of your Chicago ways to influence the conclave?
What are you saying?
I mean, when they bring a knife, you bring a gun.
Yeah, exactly.
They bring black smoke, you bring white smoke.
He was in there just going like, oh, really? You're going to vote for that guy, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy from Portugal.
Maybe at the conclave, he was walking around behind them with a baseball bat.
I see. You're going very cartoonish and very big.
Oh, I apologize.
I'm thinking, no, you shouldn't apologize. I begrudgingly respect you.
Yeah, I forgot this was a sober and serious podcast.
I think it's more like, hey, you wanted. Remember when you wanted help moving that couch? You had that place over on Sheffield. Remember when you had that place on Sheffield? Who helped you move the couch?
Hey, you're saying Matt's cartoony?
My Pope,
whatever this is.
My Pope did a lot of
cartoony.
My Pope, he did a lot of favors for people, and also
your Pope is Dennis Farina.
Yeah, he's kind of like he did a lot of favors for people, and also he knows the cops. He'll take care of that ticket for you.
Yeah, but they were in Rome.
What's that?
They weren't even in Chicago. Why is he bringing up sofas he moved for people?
Because he was always playing the game. He was always saying like, hey, you from, where you? Yeah, we're from, you're from Thailand, eh? Yeah, hey, you moving out of that place? Yes, I'm moving out of that. Yeah, I can help you out. Couch, I got some guys that can move it for you. You don't have to hire anybody, you see.
It's like he's controlling the altar boy union, or,
He's just got his fingers in every pie. He's pulling all the strings. That's how he got the gig.
That incense fell off the back of a truck.
Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that just fell out of the back of a truck. Hey, don't be asking a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And then he becomes Pope.
Yeah.
Because he's just working it.
Yeah.
Anyway, my original point is, if my cell phone rings and I hear, hey, I asked a buddy of a buddy of a buddy. And he says, I got Conan's number. Is this your number there, Conan? And I'm like, yeah, this is my number. Hey, I'd like to come on that podcast there. That'd be great.
Podcast?
I'd come on that.
Podcast.
I'd like to come on that podcast. And we could get some sausage, and we could close down a couple of streets for maybe a blues fest. And then we could have that, anyway. And then I'd be like, shit. We got to bump the guest today so that we can have the Pope on. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you didn't stay topical.
Yeah.
Because that was really important.
Oh, these popes don't change too fast. This guy's going to be around a long time.
I know, but he's not going to be the new pope when this airs, probably.
Oh, it's still a big deal.
Is it?
Eduardo's nodding his head.
He's still
Even when this
new?
comes out. Oh, you think in June, the fact that there's a pope from the south side of Chicago is going to be an old story? This is big news.
Is it that big?
Yeah, it's huge.
I already
new for at least a year.
How old is
come
it? Oh,
on.
it's like a
What's that?
honeymoon, like a newlywed. You're a newlywed for a year.
Yeah.
You're a new pope for
He's going to be a new pope. And also the fact that he's from the south side of Chicago. When he came out on a balcony, he was wearing a White Sox uniform.
What happens if we have Jude Law on who is in a show called The New Pope, and then we have to bump him for the new pope?
Yeah, what do you fucking got this Gourley working for you? You're on a good roll, and this guy brings up Jude. What the fuck is a Jude Law? What the hell is that all about?
It's like
how is he helping you?
It's a deep dish pope.
Yeah. Oh, and who the fuck is that Blay guy making jokes other people have already made on the internet? What the fuck? You're trying to do original material, and you got these two weights around your neck.
Are you the Pope saying what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is very it's borderline Andrew Dice Clay Pope.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And by the way, he did some good work, a lot of good work. Andreas Clay. I have a lot, and he's also he has matured into a very fine actor. He's worked with Scorsese a lot, so I'm not going to have him put down on my watch.
Okay.
What?
Yeah,
I love it.
Yes, did you know that?
That's
a lot.
Yes,
that's not a put down. I think it's.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
What's
and I don't,
the problem here?
And Blay, when did you see anything in this conversation that made you think I better get in there and help? I better jump in and save the day.
You're welcome here.
I better jump in and save the day.
This is a very anti-Pope sentiment coming from you, isn't it?
It's
supposed to be welcoming everyone in?
Eduardo, did you think this was anti-Pope? I love this Pope. It's not. What do you mean?
I think the Pope is very welcoming everyone in. You're being very anti-Pope right now.
Yeah.
How?
Because
that's all you ever
strong-armed his way into popehood.
Yes.
Wait a minute. You think that me applying that this Pope used all of his Chicago muscle to get the Popehood meant that? And it's called
That's
the
not
Popehood.
what he's saying. He's saying you're Conan, you role-playing as the Pope, you're being very anti-Pope by not welcoming anybody into this conversation.
Oh, that's just...
Oh, that.
Yeah.
I thought you were just shitting on the Pope.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No. And listen, I apologize, and I think it takes a big man to apologize. I apologize to you, Matt, for ever questioning your addition to this conversation. And Blay, when you jumped in, and said that he's the deep dish Pope. I don't think anyone said that yet. That big congrats to you. So, and thank you both. So let's get into it.
Yeah, he lived in Peru for like 20 years, right?
Yeah, but
Okay, I'm just
was he really there as much as he said he was?
Yes,
I think he was leaving a lot on weekends to go to the White Sox games. And check out the Blues Fest.
So the accent is still so thick for just having lived in Peru for 20 years. But okay.
Was he really there the whole 20 years?
I think he was. Yeah, I think it's okay.
Let's check those plane records. I think he's bopping back and forth. He's like, I got to go to O'Hare. I got to get to O'Hare. And then I got to take Diversey to Sheffield. And then I got to see the Blues Fest and get some sausage. And I'll get back to Peru. Quit your... I don't know. I guess I'm going to hell, or maybe I'm in hell now. Maybe this is hell.